This is Mel John. Here's my collection of Paul Gilbert. This is his newest one that came out this last week. And it's called W Rock. And it's the songs are based on let me look at the booklet. It says lyrics were inspired by George Washington's rule of civil and indecent behavior in company and conversation. Right here it is. If you're wondering. But man, it's a banger of the CD. Here's the cover, and here's the track listing. This one's called the Dio album that came out in 2023. It's a cover CD of all the songs from Dio from his early days up to his death. From bands like Elf's on here, Richie Blackmore's on Blackmore's Nights, not a Blackmore's Rainbows on here, Dio, and Black Sabbath's on the CD. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This one's a Christmas. Oh yeah. There's no vocals on the CD. It's all Dio's vocals were translated into guitar riffs. It's amazing. Then this came out in 2021 in November. It's a Christmas CD of his. He did covers and some new songs. It's called Tiss. Here's the cover. There's the track listing. What's nice about this CD, like most of his instrumental CDs, he takes the guitar riff, he takes the vocals of whoever sang it at the time, and translate it into guitar riffs. He did with his own music too on here. The songs he did are original. He wrote lyrics for it when there's no lyrics on the song. All the lyrics have been, all his singing lyrics turned into guitar riffs. Amazing stuff, man. This one came out in 2021, and it's called Werewolves. Werewolves of Portland. Here's the cover. There's the track listing. Like I said already, there's no vocals on it, but all the guitar riffs, because there's lyrics in the booklet, but it's been translated into guitar riffs, if you're wondering. And this one's done, I think this one's done the same way, or it's a mix of both. I can't remember. This is his blues CD, Neo Shred blues CD. The second one he did. It's called Behold Electric Guitar. Came out in 2019. This one came out in 2016. It's called I Can Destroy. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. It's a mix of both clean with vocals and instrumentals, if I remember correctly. I think so. You guys can double check later if you want. This one came out in 2014. It's called Push When Stone Pushing Uphill Man. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. It's a mixture of covers and new songs, but all the vocals have been translated to guitar riffs. This came out in 2012. It's a mixture of both clean vocal with his traditional vocals and instrumental tracks. There's the cover and track listing. This one's called Fuzz Universe, and it's most of his later stuff. It's all instrumental with the vocals translated to guitar riff. Here's the cover. And there's the track listing. This one is a a DLC he did with Freddie Nelson called United States. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This one has all vocals on it and guitar riffs and bass and all that stuff. This one's called Silent Followed by a Deafening Roar. It came out in 2008. So here's the cover. And here's the track listing. Like most of his instrumental CDs he did. He took the vocals, he wrote the music, he wrote the lyrics for the songs, I think. But he translated them into guitar riffs. Double layered of guitar music. This came out in 2006 and it's called Get Out of My Yard. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. I love that cover artwork, man. But like I said already, all the vocals been translated to guitar riffs. Make it play. It's amazing how he does it. He's underrated. I agree. I mean, this is his last CD with all vocals. It's called Spaceship One. It came out in 2005. While this one came out in 2006. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. It has a cover to It's All Too Much from the Beatles' famous movie Yellow Submarine. And this one's called this is Gilbert's Hotel. I mean, it came out in 2003. Here's the cover and track listing. It comes with bonus tracks from the tribute to Jimi Hendrix he did. But the live festival from the Frankfurt Jazz Festival from 1991. Here's the cover and all that. This was with his uncle, Jimmy Kidd, called Paul Gilbert and Jimmy Kidd, called Raw Blues Power. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. The CD that made me a huge fan of him, and my mom loved the CD too. Burning Organ. It came out in, this one came out in 2002. This came out in 2002 also. It's called Burning Organ. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. And my mom's favorite song was I Am Satan, but it's a tongue-in-cheek song. I love it. It has 2 cover tracks on there. This one's called, came out in 2000. And it's called Alligator Farm. Here's the cover. And here's the track listing. It has cover of Spice Girls on here. I know someone that likes that type of that band. And here's also some other covers, but I don't want. It's hard to mention all of them right now. Then his second album called Flying Dog. It came out in 1999. And it's called, and here's the cover. And track listing. His debut, King of Clubs, which came out in 1998. And here's the cover. And here's the track listing. But man, he's an amazing singer, songwriter, guitarist, instrumentalist, you name it. But man, I recommend him, man. He's very underrated. If you like guitar music, he's a must to like. Like, share, And comments, mellow rules, baby.